You're telling me in basic Minecraft I find this? There's something not right. Next thing you know, I'm gonna see Hero Brian in this bitch. I'm not investigating! They're clearly trying to lure me in some sort of supernatural activity. Oh, hell no! So, we're back here again. This time we're reacting to, I don't even know this video's name, I can't remember it, but however it is in the description. The link to the original video will be in the description, so definitely check that out. But for now, I'm just gonna start this video. I haven't seen anything when it comes to this video. I've seen that a lot of people were reacting to it. A lot of people that I follow on YouTube were reacting to it. So I said, you know what? Well, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go as well. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Fascinating. Fascinating. Also, I did see the thumbnail. The thumbnail is looking elite. Well, I say elite. Look, it's looking interesting. I like mystery sorts of things, you know. I like mystery. I like the arcane, I guess you could say, in a sense. But like I like this sort of vibe where things are misty and mysterious, you know, things like that. I really appreciate it. Secrets and stuff. Okay, let me not drag this intro on for too long. Let's just get started.
You do at the crossroads. Don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine.
Actually, let me get my glasses. Let me get my glasses.
A few moments later.
Whew. I'm back. Okay, let's get this on the road then. Need to start working out. This motherfucker look a little big. No. Right. Let's just clearly boop. Boop.
That supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers.
That shit, firstly, that's creepy as hell. But aside from that, you said don't turn backwards in one of those. I read the thing. You said don't turn. I'm sorry. That's just it's such a human mistake. Don't turn backwards to one of the things. You go on, you edit your notes, and you're like, wow, I think everything is fine now. There's one letter that you overlooked. One misspelling. There's always one. I would know. Let's get into it, bro.
That's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So, in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange, and it's not evident what they refer refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about. Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact,
I was literally about to say that. The numbers go to 29, and there isn't like 29 letters in the English alphabet anyway. And considering that the rest of the journal is in English, you'd expect that this code is probably using something along the English language to some extent, right? But the thing is, no, it's not even that. Oh, fuck. Okay. 29 then. 29. It can't be. It can't. Coordinates for something like Minecraft. No. I was gonna suggest the same thing. I was gonna be like alphabets, but nah. Is there a language with 29 alphabets? I don't know, genuinely. But then what could this be? Interesting. I don't want to. It's not. What kind of code is this, bro?
not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that it? A strange, one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link, that when you enter takes you to a folder. And this is where the true mystery begins. The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist. Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
Oh no!
Nothing weird, it's just a cave, and Avery walks in to begin exploring until—
No, man. Every single time in Minecraft, whenever I discover a cave for no reason, no apparent reason, it just appears out of nowhere. I know you're trying to send me bad omens, bro. I'm gonna step inside this cave one time and my ass gonna get dusted. Yo, good luck. If you're in a hardcore world and you know your world's gonna be lost as soon as you die, you cannot be taking risks like this. This man is not in. If this turns out to be a hardcore world, you're finished. You're finished. Holy. This is so interesting though right now. This is so cool. Oh, let me not get into it. Cause I saw that temple with the alphabet letters on the front. Oh Lord, and the numbers. Now you're different. You're different. You're really setting the mood right now. I'm not gonna lie.
he stops and sees this. It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is. Moss and grass.
Oh.
This is immediately a red flag, because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks under—
Brody, I'm alone right now. I'm alone in this house. Okay, you're creeping me out. There's shadows over there. That room is dark. Yeah? Room over there, hallway right there, dark. Light isn't on. I might just turn that on myself. Garage door over there. It's closed, but it's not locked. Now the garage itself is locked. The door to the garage isn't locked, but it's closed. If I hear what from that door, oh, I might just right there, like D. I might just pull these up right there. You're freaking me out, man. Oh,
it, but there's nothing else either. And when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal.
Eerie.
Avery backtracks a bit.
Am I the only one who feels creeped out when it comes to Minecraft? Like with Minecraft, if there's something scary, I feel like it's scarier than like a normal scary game. And knowing, let me just keep going. Minecraft is a scary, it's a horror game. Has potential to be one of the scariest horror games. Horror games.
We get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does,
Why would you
with
try-
no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except
Why
normal
would you-
trees don't
Okay, dig
generate
down.
underground. And it's
Dig
not the
down.
only one.
Dig down,
As
bruh.
Avery goes
Dig down.
deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and
trees.
larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs, and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point though, Avery's wish gets granted and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery reaches the end. Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain, obviously, doesn't generate naturally, so who made it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally, Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room.
I don't know what sort of brave you have to be. If I see all of this in my Minecraft world, you think I'm searching? You think I'm investigating? Brother, look, you're telling me I have no mods, I have no add-ons, I have no texture packs on this thing. I have nothing. This is basic Minecraft. You're telling me in basic Minecraft I find this? There's something not right. Next thing you know, I'm gonna see Hero Brian in this bitch. I'm gonna see Hero Brian in this bitch, in this hole. I'm not investigating. They're clearly trying to lure me. I'm gonna enter this and be transported into another world. They're gonna isekai me. Oh, nah. Nah.
Avery walks through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps. But of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens. Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues walking. Another pair of torches is gone.
Yo, the overhead light is killing my eyes. Oh yeah, you're not scared of torches turning off? Just you
And
wait.
then another.
Just you wait.
I don't know what kind of practical joke this is,
Bro said practical joke.
but I already
There
heard
is
you in
some sort of supernatural activity. Oh, no! Nigga, run! What is bro doing, man? A supernatural eldritch horror is about to pop up.
I'm
I
not
promise.
scared of a game.
Not scared of a game. This is your life on the line. Some shit is whispering in my ear. What are we doing? I don't like that shit. I am wearing earphones. I don't like that shit. Yo, this motherfucker making me uncomfortable as hell. Bro, what am I supposed to do with that, huh? What am I supposed to do? And now you're in this dark, damp cave. And you have no way of getting back up. Unless you
I don't
mine
know
up
why I
enough
just jumped down. I wasn't scared. But I felt compelled. I've never felt like that in my life.
Brody said compelled. I would have ran towards the exit.
What
are
is
we
going
talking
on
about?
here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This
I'm
doesn't
not
just
scared of a
happen on a
game.
normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored
Because it's from like it's from two people. It's from two people. It's like somebody had the laptop before this point. And then I don't know. Look. Let me not say anything. Let's just
in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin, almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching, as Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world. Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight. until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across the walls. Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it. The same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again.
I need you to put a
Quieter,
down, yeah?
but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally, he rolls the dice.
Yo, bruh. Oh my gosh, I'm so...
The tunnel leads to another junction, and again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left. The tunnel continues, getting narrower and narrower.
I don't even know what time it is. It's close to 3 in the morning. This is the witching hour.
Until
the
finally,
devil hour. The devil's hour, not the witching. The devil's hour. The witching hour is like from 12 to like 1 or 11. We are back at the start.
He finds himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room, strangely, almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses, before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that, but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple: set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him? Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him, stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now it's time to explore.
Hey, that shit bust, boy.
Avery
I'm sorry.
walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far. What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one. But it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What? How? Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see? I don't know if it can hear me. But I'm not taking any chances. The grass block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not scared, but my gut says to keep moving.
That boy is smart. That boy is smart. He used the first trap as a distraction for the second trap. So while the entity pays attention and is more focused on the first trap, he doesn't realize that it's just a decoy for the actual trap. That's really good. That's smart. That's smart. That's really good. That's really good. Hey, clever. That's a clever type shit. Do your shit, boy. I see you. Okay, I see you. Keep going. Something is following you then. Following you.
Maybe I am scared.
Okay. At least you can admit it. Cause I'm scared. I'm quivering in my boots. Boy, I tell you.
The other sign was pointed head on.
I failed you so many times. I committed so many crimes. Baby, I'm home again.
The score!
I thought that I could run away.
Avery walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze. And slowly but surely, dead end
You need
after
you need
dead
to,
end.
I was gonna say you need to leave some sort of trail, brother.
Avery navigates through it.
To be somebody else, it's alright.
Bro's gonna fuck around and meet the Nowhere King in this maze, bruh.
Here I am.
The Nowhere
Was
King.
lost. Now I'm found again. It's alright. Baby, here I am. It's alright. 'Cause baby, I'm
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap, and smart enough.
The thing is, he's putting down these dirt blocks to like keep a trail, but like if that entity does exist that's following him, clearly it's gonna break these blocks for whatever reason. We don't even know this entity's like motives. We don't even know why it's following him, what it's gonna do if it catches him or finds him or whatever. We just know that it's following him for some reason, one reason or another. Which is fascinating, but woo boy, our recording is at like 31 minutes. We're at 21 minutes in the video. Golly, I beg, don't let this turn into an hour. I gotta stop doing long form content. I gotta take a break from it, is what I mean. I love, absolutely love long form content. But I need to like mix it up, and stuff. But clearly, this entity is gonna break those blocks, and I think that's another part of his test. Fascinating, interesting.
Set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't know. All we do know is that he isn't alone. And finally, Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what looks like a cipher above a door, with 3 levers right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought. From what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall. And then he gets it. Okay, I guess it was solvable. Avery says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock, but instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this? Efficient.
That motherfucker gonna crash. That motherfucker
And
gonna
with
crash
that,
out.
he's... Wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's censor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got two different stories about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Imagine it's just two niggas in the same world somehow, but it's a single player world, so it's like. But imagine they're each other's ghosts. I did say that at the earlier during this video that they're two different people potentially. Oh, whatever.
this? The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was playing on, so what's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching, as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself in the village.
The village, of course. I don't trust in fantasy settings of any kind. I don't trust a place that starts with the something. Huh? The? What you mean the? You mean the one and only? Why does it deserve to be the one and only? What are you talking about? The a village. The village. You making it sound like this is part of a story, boy. Like this is some main character ass shit. I'm not a main character. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in the village. Oh my gosh. They're setting me up. They're setting us up. Oh. You know what? No. Let's keep going. Of course. Village. An abandoned village. Hey, there's some crazy architecture though, some crazy builds. Collect those bookshelves. I ain't gonna lie to you. Collect those bookshelves. What the frick is that? A temple? What is that? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't scream. I'm really close. What is that? Oh my god. Did I just see, although to be fair, if I am to claim, I just thought about something. If I am to claim that they're each other's ghosts, how do I explain that the torch is going off? Because it's one thing to claim that they're each other's ghosts. It's another thing entirely to explain that phenomena. Could it be that they're each other's ghosts, but there is a separate entity at play here? There's a third entity besides the two being each other's ghosts. I don't know. Because I can't justify my hypothesis, my theory, that they're each other's ghosts without explaining that away first. But at the same time, I could just claim that there's a third entity, and I don't have enough information to make any conclusive, um, to reach any conclusive reasoning. I don't know. Oh, these mosquitoes! Ah! Is that an angel? Don't tell me something pushes you in there. Now he does something.
It's empty. This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring, but wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest, no lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So, is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
It's streaming through one ear, and then it's silent, for sure. You're just trying to creep me out. A whole cow, what the fuck? What was that, a chapel? A church? What is that? And then this music, bruh. You're really setting it's a whole atmosphere. Creepy as hell. Damn. But I would have been stealing books the whole time. Getting myself ready to enchant, boy. I tell you what. I'm at level 8. My enchantments might be weak, but that ain't changing shit. Candles. Oh. On top of the crafting table too. This sinister villain brave individual. Huh?
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not. Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better. He's arrived. I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for. I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask, but please, do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
Motherfucker is talking about something. Don't go any further. And then you not only did that, you revealed some lore to me, talking about some their devotion won't save them. They're waiting for a king. Their king is already here. He's watching me write this. The thing that's watching us is the thing that was watching you, huh? Okay, you're gonna tell me that, and then you're gonna tell me to disconnect and not go further. Bitch, why tell me? Why tell me in the first place? Why tell me in the first place then? You're making me intrigued. What type of reverse psychology ass bullshit is this? You have me tired, man. You have me tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of you, nigga. Let me not. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The fuck? Oh, you gonna jump scare the shit out of me. I know you are. Bro really locked himself in this room with this thing. What are you gonna do, box it? If it decides, you know what, fuck you, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop it? You have some gall, some nerve. I don't know whether it's bravery or stupidity. Bro is doing D as if he's gonna fight this thing. Yo, this motherfucker about to jump scare the fuck out of me. Also, what is this damn black box? Do not turn left! Do not turn left! And you turned left, you son of a bitch! I forgot about that from the beginning!
There's no escaping. There's no escaping.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker.
So it's exactly what I thought it would be. They're quite literally shadowing each other. One of my theories, of course, was that they're each other's ghosts, and that like they're messing with each other with the same world. And one of them was also this one. I gotta voice my thoughts more, but
and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage? And most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there, that was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Brody. Lock in with me, bro. I'ma need a part 2. You can't just give me that shit and walk away. Okay? I wanna know what was behind that door. I'm not the nigga who's supposed to investigate. It's you! I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put my life on the line. But you can. I want the knowledge. I'm just not going to be the one to get it. Brave. 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 That's all I can say. Braver than me, cause I would have never. Ah, yo, I would have been curious though. I ain't gonna lie. I might have done the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. See, but the thing is, as soon as I saw those not even those torches go out in the way that they went out, I would have lost my shit. You hear me? Oh my god. I might have just deleted the whole world. Or I might have quit Minecraft for a week or a month, then came back with renewed spirits to solve this mystery. But hey, peak. Absolute cinema, honesty. That's tough. That's tough, boy. Nah, that's tough. But yeah, nah. If there are any more videos to react to when it comes to Minecraft that are similar to this one, let me know. I'll do it this instant. Fudge, what time is it? I think it's like 3 something. Yeah, I need to end this video now. Like, subscribe, share this video with a friend or something. But yeah, that was the video. This world doesn't for sure.